you doing today? My name is Ricardo Cordew, and I just want you to join me today as I kind of reflect. I'm actually working on a new project, and I was really, perplexed about, what led up to it, the things that were going on. And if you don't know, this is my season because of the season that I'm in. It's really vital for me to be able to really communicate with God, really communicate effectively with the people who are around me. And so I'm just in this place where, I'm truly an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur, no longer working for somebody. I'm actually working on my own, and it's different because I've always kind of coached on, while you're working on a job, planning for your exit basically, or having something else going on the side to be able to build it up. And I jumped. I heard from God very clearly, and I jumped, and all my cards on the table, and there's no going back, right? And I'm excited. Of course, the people around me, some of them are saying like, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that, and I'm looking at them, and my mom might leave me alone. I just need your encouragement right now. I just need you to allow me to do this and go full force, because there's a switch that goes off, and I it's hard to explain it, but I'm going to try to explain it. And so, for instance, this is a switch that went off for me. So the other day, I was reaching out to one of my friends just to ask a quick question, and she couldn't really talk, so she hung up and texted me and said, "Hey, my boss was coming. I wasn't able to talk to you." And I stopped and I paused, and I was like, switch. That's why I'm doing it too also. I made this jump, this leap of faith, not because I just heard from God, but because there's some things that I was dealing with on the job that I didn't like. And that was a trigger for me. So I said, switch. I felt it's just clicking. It just said click. If you visualize a light going up when you turn the light switch on, that's exactly what happened. Click. And my mind and my heart just went all in. It was like, okay, this is it. I'm going all in. I'm not looking back, because this is the decision that I made, and this is the right decision. No more contemplating, no more looking for other options. No, I'm gonna stick to what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna do it full force. And I don't care who says something to me about it, I'm gonna do what I need to do to go ahead and execute and make it happen. And you won't understand that until you're put in a situation that is a trigger. And my belief for you who are watching this video, if you have a desire to be an entrepreneur, if you have a desire to move up into another level of your career, there has to be that switch for you. There has to be something, a burning desire, something that is just going to pull you apart until you make that leap of faith, that jump. And some people will tell you different ways how to do it. There's ways to progress towards it, and 6 and 7 steps to do that. There's 9 and 10 steps to do that. But when it comes down to it, once that step happens, it doesn't matter about all the other steps you took before then. It's going to be about that step you take now. And all the things that you learn, all the things that you reform from, and everything that you all the wisdom and the knowledge, all the books you read, all the conferences that you went to, all the people you networked with, all the things that you did preliminary before you made that leap or made that jump, it's all going to be used full force now. All the skill sets, all the relying on somebody to help you. Now it doesn't really exist anymore when you decide to step away and make yourself your self-proclaimed freedom rider. Basically, you are really becoming a freedom rider. Like you're riding You're no longer allowing somebody to write your future. Now you're writing your own future. So every dream, every desire, every vision, every up and down, every trial and tribulation that comes from here is because you wrote it. It's because you relied on God to write it for you, truly operating in the willingness of God and the fullness of God. And I'm not saying that the season that you're working for somebody, God didn't put you there for a reason in the season. What I'm saying is, when you switch over to by yourself, there is a new way of writing life. There's a new wave of life. It's funny because I call it Rivers of Blessings. And I'm actually writing a book now called Rivers of Blessings, which is going to be amazing. And just the rivers of belief, the rivers of being dedicated, and the energy that you put towards it, and the mindset you put towards it, how you transition from here to here and not fail, but keep winning and keep growing. And see, failure is when you don't do anything. See, but when you're moving, you're growing, you're doing, you're excelling, you're stretching your faith, you're stretching your belief, you're doing things over and over again to become successful. You're getting your schedule right. You're trying new things out to try to find your that wow part in you. When you finally find that trigger will shoot you up to where you're at, where I'm at now. And I'm running full speed, and people today, it's funny, I was at church and people was like, man, you look rested, like you look at peace, you look like, man, like you just look new. And I was thinking to myself, laughing, because in my mind I'm like, y'all don't know what I'm facing, but at the same time I'm excited because of what I know was going to happen, because of the work, the skill sets that I'm building, the determination that has grown even the more. I'm not relevant. This right here made me really look at and see, do I really believe in God? Do I really believe that I got what it takes inside? There's some things inside of me is coming out that is a solution. Is this really? Do I really have a relationship with God? Do I really hear from Him? Do I really have a connection with Him? And that's where it's at. That's where I'm at. Because it's exciting, because I did something against the law, basically. This is like an unwritten law, basically. And I did it. And I'm so excited about it. Oh, man. It's funny because, like, some people will compare this to when you graduate from college or graduate from high school, like you're the first one to do it in your family or something like that, that type of feeling. But it's more than that, man. It's bigger than that. School was hard for me to get through it and graduate. I was like, man, I graduated college. Oh my goodness. Like, I remember feeling that way. But then also I remember feeling like, what's next? Oh, so I have to get a job now. Not saying I didn't have a job then, but it was just like, is this really what I want to do? I had to find that feeling, and I went through that fumbling and going through all the different industries and stuff like, till I found something that I really like and can gravitate towards. But then at the same time, realizing that I don't want to gravitate towards it through somebody else's dream. I want to gravitate towards it because I want to own it. I want God to use me to grow it and to empower others and use people's visions and dreams alongside of mine to allow them to be the best them themselves. Because I was meant to be a leader. I was meant to be a business owner and to employ people. I was meant to do that because of my heart, because of my vision, because of my willpower, because of my strength, because of my determination, because of the willingness to learn and grow and change and empower others and impact others. I was made for that. I didn't know that, but now my rivers of my belief are as high as it's ever been before. And so the reason for this video is I was just really just want to express my feelings, express how it feels to take a leap of faith. The biggest faith step I've ever took in my life. I need you to know how that feels, because until you take that true leap, you'll never know how much strength there's actually inside of you. You'll never know what really what's been lying dormant inside of you. This is just the first of many things that I know God is going to have me do, and I need to do that on my own and pray to helpers to come in who are going to facilitate and help fulfill that vision, fulfill that goal. And so I'm super excited. I'm so honored to know God like this. So I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, that your days are sweet as honey, that your life bring you much joy and much laughter. Remember, life is love and love is laugh. We're on the winning side. My name is Ricardo Cordew, and just know that there's rivers of belief. But which wave are you on? Which wave are you on in this season? All right now, love you. Bye-bye.